I'm Kara Ray, founder of the Powerful and Uncensored Entrepreneurs. I'm a mother, stepmother to 3 beautiful children. I'm a wife and a proud entrepreneur. I'm a mindset coach specifically for the powerful and ambitious online female entrepreneurs who desire to create wealth and abundance in all areas of their life. The Powerful and Uncensored Mompreneur podcast is for the ambitious women and mothers who are ready to rise together and empower one another. Get plugged in each week for unfiltered and uncensored conversations between myself and industry leaders who are here to support you. They have unwavering points of views and empower women to believe in themselves. We will be discussing business, spirituality, sexuality, energy, strong points of views, manifestation, and what I like to call breaking the stigma topics, conversations that will no longer be silenced. This is a safe place to reclaim your power of being a woman. Let's dive in. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Powerful and Uncensored Mompreneur podcast. So today, because this is the mini-series, I also have Gina Bell on for another episode. And today, Gina and I are going to be discussing our official masterclass in regards to our program, What Would Courage Do? So the title of this masterclass is called The Heart of Courage, 4 Secrets to Building Bravery and Getting Out of Your Own Damn Way. And so I'm excited because I'm going to be asking Gina a few questions that I feel are extremely important to this topic. And so welcome, Gina.
Thank you.
So it's nice to have you on here again. This is our third one. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, second in this series, but third podcast together.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's got me, guys. This has been a long day. So we were laughing about it earlier, how there could be some slurred moments where some jokes. So I just want to give you guys some details about the masterclass. So this is actually going to be in my personal Facebook community, and it's called Powerful and Uncensored Entrepreneurs. And it's this coming Thursday, March 28th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So why we created this is we wanted to create an intimate space for women who are extremely curious about investing into our program, What Would Courage Do? And so, Gina, I just want to ask you a few questions. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. So the first question I have for you is, has there ever been a point in your entrepreneurial journey where you felt like you were constantly in your own way?
Yeah, yesterday, today.
See, guys, this is real life. We're in our way sometimes.
Yeah,
even now.
I'm a classic overthinker. So that is a really common way that I get in my own way. And my accountability partner, Stephanie Pollock, she's a leadership coach. Shout out to her. She would confirm everything I just said. Classic overthinker, in my own way. We talked last night, actually. So we try to talk each other off the ledge. We're pretty good at it. But you know what? When you're an entrepreneur, entrepreneurship involves a lot of risk taking. We have to show up in a way that is not the norm. And a lot of times we're navigating that on our own, especially if you're a solo entrepreneur. So that's why I have someone like Stephanie, and that's why I'm really excited to be working alongside of Kara as well, because there is strength in numbers when it comes to being someone who gets in your own way. And I really don't believe that I am in any way, shape, or form alone in overthinking or all the ways that, an entrepreneur can get in her own way. Mm-hmm. But for me, overthinking is definitely one of them. One of the ways that shows up for me is a lot of times is indecision, right? If I'm overthinking it, I'm thinking it to death, and I'm in indecision. But one of the things that we're going to be talking about in What Would Courage Do is in our Courageous Toolkit, we're going to be tackling 10 of the most common ways that, any entrepreneur, but we'll say women entrepreneurs, because sometimes there are things that are there are some nuances for the female entrepreneur that we'll cover in that Courageous Toolkit as well.
Well, I love your answer, and I want to chat on one topic too, because I was just having this discussion with someone else in regards to, you're being extremely transparent about literally how today and yesterday you were getting in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had conversations with entrepreneurs who feel like they're almost like a fraud if they're in their own
Mm-hmm.
way, or if they're feeling something that they're teaching. And I actually think it shows the complete opposite. I think it shows that you're human, that you've walked through it, this experience itself, and that you're willing to, step into a courageous state to teach those things, and that you're also teaching them that it's okay to be human, and that it's okay to be vulnerable and open about the struggles that you have and how those struggles don't define you. And so I'm speaking directly to, I guess it isn't really a question for you, but it's more of like a statement for some entrepreneurs who are technically in their own way, because they feel that if they're feeling something, they can't teach it. And that's not true at all. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally agree with that. That imposter syndrome is really common as well. And the way that, this is the simple answer. And again, in the program, we dive deep into what is actually happening behind the scenes of these things like imposter syndrome. But the only person who can deem you to be an expert, so to speak, unless you're going for some type of professional certification, you want your certification. But in the realm of coaching and service providing and all this entrepreneurial space, the only person who can declare that you are worthy is you. You have to do it first before anybody else is going. No, but nobody's going to knight you, worthy of doing the work that you're passionate about doing. You have to start doing the work from a place of self-belief. And if you lack the self-belief, then you need to plug into either coaches or a community or both, where you can ride the coattails of belief, where you can really take on their belief in you, their knowing that you can do it, and immerse yourself in that type of space until you believe it yourself. It's super important, or you will be in your own way for a lot longer than you need to be.
100%. And I think this is a great way to lead into the next question that I have for you, because it really has to do with tapping into, being courageous. And I feel that if you're in your own way and you're feeling, this doubt in yourself as an entrepreneur to teach a certain topic, Gina, was there ever a moment in your entrepreneurial journey where you just thought, or you wanted to be more courageous, or, step into courage? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Again, today. But really, I guess in the bigger scope, every single time I wanted to do something big and exciting, I really had to find a way to be courageous. Or again, that's one of the reasons why I have an accountability partner. That's one of the reasons why when I first became an online entrepreneur, I started the International Association of Women in Business Online. I knew that I needed community. Something that there's a quote out there, I believe it's from Oprah, where she says that no one creates success alone and no one has to. You get to decide how you surround yourself with. You can try to go it alone. It's probably going to take you a lot longer on your own than by surrounding yourself with a community or, plugging into coaches. But every single time that I want to do something new and exciting. So even as we started to put together this new program and started to brainstorm some of the things that are coming next that are super exciting as well, I find myself, especially a topic like what would courage do, that in and of itself is making me feel like I need to be more courageous just to be a good example, just to walk the talk of leading a program like what would courage do. But I can tell you that if I were to start listing all of the things that I've done as an entrepreneur, I have found a way to channel courage or to tap into it externally through accountability partners and coaches and community. But all the time in my business, I need to, and I am looking for ways to be braver and to be more courageous. And one of the questions at the very top of the invitation page at whatwouldcouragedo.com, we say, are you brave enough to achieve your goals. We know you're smart. We know you're a go-getter. We attract the high-achieving woman. That's who we work with. I like to call them ambitiously impatient, where, it's like, it's like you're really ready for success, but there's some things in your way. And all of the logistical stuff, all of the entrepreneurial stuff, all the service providing stuff and the techie stuff, those are all, you can figure those out fairly easily. It's you getting in your own way that will lengthen that success curve.
100%. And so I love that you actually, talked about that quote that's at the top of the page, because I actually wanted to ask you the exact same question about being brave enough. But, as you're talking and you were sitting there and you were discussing about, these not necessarily obstacles, but these things that come up when you're launching a program. Like, I feel like in a certain way that you're tested in regards to what you're teaching. Mm-hmm. And so I really believe that those things come up and you really have to walk the talk and walk through that with, faith, and instead of walking in fear. And I guess we could also call that courage. Mm-hmm. We're walking through a state of courage. And so it's, so I want to talk to you about the word brave. What does bravery mean to you?
It means a lot of things. Like, when I think of being brave, a lot of times I think of the more masculine definition of bravery, right? We think of like warriors. And for me, though, just very simply, it means doing the thing even though I'm afraid. So moving forward in spite of the fear and the doubt, and finding ways to navigate those fears and doubts. I think for me, bravery also, there is a layer of personal responsibility, which is one of my core values. Bravery is up to me. It's not up to anybody else. Being brave is that's my cross to bear, so to speak.
Well, I love all the questions that we asked here, especially because these questions are important that we're asking women who want to be a part of the masterclass. And this masterclass was created for women who were, also interested in this program, wanted to dive into this free training, because we really believe in providing our clients and future clients with a ton of incredible content, and that also includes free content.
Oh, yes.
And so this episode, honestly, you guys, is a nice short and sweet episode. And Gina and I would like to, welcome you into Powerful and Uncensored Entrepreneurs, the community on Facebook. You can also, friend Gina on Facebook. She's Gina Bell on Facebook, correct?
That's right.
And I am Kara Ray on Facebook. And then you'll see the post and they'll lead you straight to the community and also to the program itself. So if you're wanting a payment plan for the program, you will have to message us directly for that link. But we would love to talk to you more if you have any other questions. And is there anything else that you want to add before we go?
Yeah, I think there are always listeners that are super curious. They don't want to wait for the masterclass. They want to see what it is that we're up to. Mm-hmm. And you can actually do that at whatwoldcouragedo.com.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, we will see you in, we'll probably do one more episode before we officially launch. So we'll do one more episode. So
for sure,
we will see you either in the next episode or the episode after that. But we hope everybody has an incredible rest of your day, evening, whatever time you're listening to this. And we can't wait to see you at the masterclass. So bye, everyone.
See you there. Bye.